My dear doctor friends, this is Dr. Jatan from Krishnagar. Welcome to the channel Geo Jatan. Geo stands for Gynecology and Obstetrics. Medical science needs continuous update of knowledge and recent advances. We doctors cannot leave our hospital and go for conferences frequently. YouTube has seen tremendous explosion of knowledge in different fields of science and technology, but not in the field of medicine, including obstetrics and gynecology. So, my dear friends, this is my sincere attempt to bridge the gap. Hope you will definitely like it and it will enrich you. My dear doctor friends, my name is Dr. Jatan Kumar Raichaudhuri, and today's topic of discussion is hyperprolactinemia. I am highly indebted to the textbook of Berek and Novak's Gynecology, Williams Gynecology, Clinical Gynecologic Endocrinology and Infertility, ACOG and RCOG journals. Expectant treatment. In women with regular periods and no desire for fertility, expectant management may be considered for cases of microadenoma and hyperprolactinemia without adenoma. Hyperprolactinemia induces estrogen deficiency. So, in women with amenorrhea or irregular periods, estrogen in the form of HRT or OCP may be considered for regular period and also to counteract any hypoestrogenemia as well as resultant osteopenia. Drug-induced hyperprolactinemia may be managed by withdrawing the drug. In the absence of symptoms of pituitary enlargement, imaging may be repeated in 12 months or even less frequently. Medical management. Ergot alkaloid bromocriptine, a strong dopamine agonist, is approved for the treatment of hyperprolactinemia caused by pituitary adenoma. Bromocriptine decreases the prolactin synthesis, cell multiplication and size of the adenoma. Ovulation and menstruation returns in 80 to 90% cases. It is excreted via the biliary tree and so used with caution in hepatic disease. Other adverse effects are nausea, headache, dizziness, hypotension, nasal congestion and constipation. Patients tolerate better if dose is increased gradually every week, like 1/2 tablet in the evening first week, then 1/2 tablet morning and evening in the second week, then 1/2 tablet morning and a full tablet in the evening third week, then 1 tablet morning and evening. However, lowest dose to maintain the normal prolactin level is continued, which is usually 1.25 mg twice daily for hyperprolactinemia of less than 100 nanogram per milliliter. Rare side effect includes psychotic reaction with delusion, hallucination and mood changes. For oral intolerability, vaginal route may be utilized. A second ergot alkaloid, cabergoline, is as effective as bromocriptine in lowering the prolactin level and tumor size with less side effects. It has a long half-life because of high pituitary dopamine receptor binding, slow elimination by pituitary tumor tissue and extensive enterohepatic circulation. It is usually given twice per week. Occasional nausea, vomiting and dizziness. Like bromocriptine, it is better to be given in incremental dose and vaginal route when needed. 0.25 mg twice per week is usually adequate for hyperprolactinemia less than 100 nanogram per milliliter. Dose may be increased to 0.5 mg or even to 1 mg twice weekly. Higher dose and long duration, as in patients with Parkinson's disease, may cause valvopathy and tricuspid regurgitation. Bromocriptine is safe in reproductive age as well as in pregnancy. Cabergoline is an alternative choice. Pergolide and metargolene are the other newer options. For microadenoma under bromocriptine therapy, a repeat MRI may be performed after 12 months after prolactin level returns to normal, if indicated, and also in future if new symptoms appear. Normal prolactin does not mean good tumor response. Discontinuation of treatment may be done after 2 to 3 years who maintains normal prolactin level, however recurrence rate is there. Macroadenoma. Macroadenomas are pituitary tumors which are larger than 1 cm in size. Bromocriptine is the best initial long-term treatment option. It reduces prolactin level and the size of the macroadenoma. 50% of patients show around 50% reduction in size after 6 months. However, as regrowth is common after discontinuation, so long-term treatment is required. For bromocriptine resistant and intolerant, cabergoline may be an alternative choice. However, cardiac valvulopathy may be a concern. Symptoms of macroadenoma enlargement includes headache, visual field change, and rarely diabetes insipidus. Repeat MRI to be done to assess the tumor shrinkage after 6 months after prolactin level normalizes or earlier if no improvement in symptoms or if new symptoms develop. Normalized prolactin level or resumption of menses may not indicate proof of tumor response. Tumors unresponsive to bromocriptine or with persistent visual field loss needs transsphenoidal surgery or radiation or both. Complications of surgery includes diabetes insipidus, meningitis, nasal septal perforation, partial or panhypopituitarism. Despite surgery, recurrence is common. Hypothyroidism may cause TRH-induced thyroid trough hyperplasia and pituitary enlargement, and this condition responds to thyroxine. For drug-induced hyperprolactinemia, withdrawal of the drug cures. OCP may be used for menstrual abnormality. Dopamine agonist may be necessary if ovulation is desired or where the drug cannot be discontinued. Though elevated level of estrogen in pregnancy causes hypertrophy and hyperplasia of lactotrough and increase in the prolactin level, adenomas are not fostered. Estrogen administration or OCP does not cause clinical or biochemical or radiological growth of microadenoma. Pregnancy and lactation. Microadenoma rarely creates complications during pregnancy. However, monitoring with serial gross visual field examination and fundoscopy is recommended. If headache, visual field defect or fundoscopic change occurs, MRI scanning is advised. As serum prolactin level progressively rises during pregnancy, its measurement is of no value. If a patient conceives while on bromocriptine, discontinuation is recommended. However, the same drug may be reinstituted if symptoms like headache, visual field defect arise or enlargement of the microadenoma occurs. Breastfeeding is not contraindicated in the presence of microadenoma or macroadenoma. Bromocriptine is better avoided during postpartum period to avoid rise of blood pressure. Thank you for your patient watching. If you like the video, please subscribe. Namaste.